Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Chicago. Here we are once again. Great moment in time. We're just after the noon hour. I didn't check my phone, but I don't think we're much above the temperature where we were at this morning, upper 30s. I don't even think we're going to get to 40 today, but that's okay. At least it's pretty much thin cloud cover. The sun looks like it's trying to come out, but we'll take advantage of this clear day. I'll cross the street and we'll head over to the Riverwalk. We haven't done the Riverwalk in a while. Brandon, happy hump day. We made it to Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in. Jackie Allen, thanks for tuning in. Hello. Yeah, you see where we're at here? There's a police car up there. We'll see what they're doing. They're up there behind the cones. I don't think there's anything going on there. It's probably been sitting there all morning. And there's some traffic here on Michigan Avenue. We got a bright, clear day. Hope you're having a good one. And we'll wait for everybody else to start to gather the lunch bunch. We'll just head to the Riverwalk, see what's happening. And we haven't been down the Riverwalk in a while because, yeah, there's less boats now because most of the architectural tour boats have closed up for the season. Hey, the way I roll, how's it going? Brandon, thanks so much for being on the live last night and all the gifts, Brandon. I really appreciate it. And I hope you're having a good one. Yeah, I hope to get back over to your place sometime. It was unexpected. I don't know if you saw what happened earlier this week. I was walking by Eugenie Terrace up there by near, a mile south of where I live there. And I think the people watching on TikTok, I was talking about Eugenie Terrace and Jen and Jeremy, the other building with the rooftop view. And they goaded Jeremy he ran and chased me down the street, but I was almost home. I said, well, why don't we do it later in the week? So I'm going to get with him. Maybe tonight I'll go up to his roof deck where Jen is up there too. You should eat. And he says you can view the Christmas lights there at the Lincoln Park Zoo from their vantage point. I was talking to Jen about it briefly too, but I don't know if we'll even be able to get on the roof deck because I think they closed it for the season. They closed some of these roof decks wintertime, especially the pool area, and so maybe we'll be viewing it from inside the glass, but we'll see if we can get some views there. But anyway, let's just head to the Riverwalk. And with live streaming, anything can happen. It's always interesting. People chase me down in the street. But hey, let's say Crystal Blue Funk, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, thank you for being on the live last night as well too. And Mary Roberts, how you doing? Ahmed, how you doing? Yeah, I try to speak English. English, do you speak it? I butcher the English language every day. But what did Winston Churchill say? The English people and the American people are two cultures separated by a common language. I don't speak the Queen's English. I speak the slang of the Midwest here, North America. But here, let's head down the Riverwalk. Yeah, she's taking a nice photo there. That's great. How you doing? That's great. I want to get in the photo there. And let's head down to the Chicago Riverwalk. See if anybody's even down here. At wintertime, this gets pretty sparse. And if we were doing this on TikTok, Lisa, how's it going? Funkadelic English. Yeah, that's it. You got it. Yeah. You got a lunch meeting? That's okay. Thanks for stopping and saying hello. Yeah, you got to get to your meeting there, Lisa. That's cool. But if we were doing this on TikTok, people would tune in. They'd be like, where's everybody at? I'm like, everybody's here. They're just indoors. It's cold. They're used to seeing the crowds in New York City. I actually saw a video about New York City and holiday time, and they were showing how crowded it gets around Rockefeller Center and the Bryant Park where the ice skating rink, and it's almost so crowded in Manhattan this time of year. People coming to see you can't even get to it. It's a melee. At least here in Chicago, you can easily view the Christmas decorations when I show, you know, because it's not as crowded. So there's positive, negatives to everything, as we all know and we talk about all the time. But as sirens blare in the background. See, nobody's even down here. We're on the Riverwalk. We got it all to ourselves. Michael Anderson, how you doing? Yeah, it can be fun. We'll do the best we can here. So, yeah, hump day. Happy Wednesday. We made it past Krampus Day. And what is this? This is the day of December 6th that St. Nick supposedly arrives. And according to German folklore, I don't know all my Christmas holidays. I guess Hanukkah starts, what, on the 7th or the 8th. Hanukkah's going to start early this month. And I'll look for there's always a truck that drives around Fullerton with the menorah in the back, lighting up the different days, 8 days of Hanukkah there, or 8 nights. And we'll be looking for that, usually playing the music there. It'll probably be harder this year with the Mideast conflict, but we'll see how it goes. And here we're at Wabash Avenue. See, no one's at a Brian's. A Brian's is closed for the season. Remember when we walked down this and it was all crowded with people having their lunch here, the tourist season, and now where'd everybody go? Everybody's in Florida and warmer areas. Yeah, Brandon's on. Yeah, thanks, Michael. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. And yeah, we'll just do a little stroll here. I see one boat coming towards us, so at least we'll see one boat. Let me put my gloves on. I don't have to zoom in and out. That's the good thing about this. We'll just keep it steady here, steady as we go. But again, yeah, I'll plug it. And I don't know if we'll be able to get to the rooftop or not. It was all chaotic how it came together on Monday. Once again, you know, I was walking home and people are like, Jeremy from Eugenie Terrace is chasing you down the street. I said, what? And there, sure enough, Jeremy chased me down the street. He says, you want to come at the roof deck? I said, why don't we do it later in the week? I was almost home. And so maybe tonight's the night. I'll coordinate with him and we'll try to get to that roof deck on our way home. And so right on my way home from work, I walk by that building there, well as everybody knows. And we can see the zoo lights from above. It'll be worth it. Here's the Vietnam War Memorial, these steps here. But here we'll cruise on over towards the confluence here. I'm putting my gloves on. Yeah, it's a little colder today. I guess it's supposed to warm up to like 50 degrees tomorrow. I'll believe it when I see it. We're still it's still not below freezing. We haven't got any major snowfall. The biggest snowfall we got was on Halloween. Thunder snow. Annette, how you doing? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's 69. Here comes a boat. Look, this boat has Christmas decorations on it. So we got a Christmas boat. I do have to take the glove off. Let's zoom in here. Let's see. Hold on a second here. Make sure I don't hit the mute. You know how. Look here. Yeah, they got a holiday. Yeah, shoreline sightseeing. They got a holiday boat coming by here, the Bright Star. So here, we'll pan out here and then I can turn the comments back on. Yeah, we got one tour boat. We're going underneath State Street here. And yeah, signs of the season. Yeah. All good. Hello, Annette. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we got the Christmas boat going by. A few people on it. Not too much. Legal Seafood's still not open. It's been saying coming soon for 6 months. What are they going to say? Coming soon for 2 years? You know, it's soon enough. Get it open. Here's the Marina Towers, Chicago. There's a few people over here. So let's see if they're actually using this. You see how they got this collapsible enclosed space. I don't even see anybody in there. Now maybe they'll use this on the weekend. Now, the merchandise mart, supposedly they're still doing art on the mart there, and I wonder if they got a holiday theme projection. And maybe if we get a warm Friday night, I might go over there and try to do it. They do start it earlier because it gets dark earlier, so you don't have to wait so late if you want to see art on the mart, if you're downtown shopping or something on the weekend. If you want to see the nice light show that they got there. I think they run it through the holidays. I don't know if they run it after the holidays. You know, I doubt many people are staying outside to watch art on the mart in January, but you know, at least through December they might be doing it. And there's still a few little boats in the harbor. That's amazing. Yeah, and Adam Sandler. Yeah, we'll do 8 Crazy Nights, the Hanukkah song. Yeah. Adam Sandler. Yeah, it was so great when he was doing that on Saturday Night Live and playing the Hanukkah song. And yeah, we got holidays all around. Cable crossing, don't anchor there. Yeah, you don't hit that cable. So Dearborn Street looks like they're making progress on the construction finally all summer. All year they've been working on the Dearborn Street Bridge. That's that barge there with the cranes. And yeah, Sharon, thanks for tuning in to the Lunch Bunch. How's everybody doing here? Hey, we're doing good. We're making progress. We're thanks to you and everybody else, we're up to like 960 plus on YouTube. We're almost over that 1,000 threshold. We've already easily surpassed 4,000 watch hours. Everybody watching the reruns. I cut down the. If you haven't seen it, when I went to Cincinnati area over Thanksgiving to visit my father and my relatives down there, we went to the Coney Island lights. You drive through it, and my cousin had a nice SUV, and we drove through it, and I filmed it, and I cut off the first 15 minutes so it starts right where it gets good, where you drive through all those lights and it's time to music. And so if you haven't seen that, please check it out. I watch it sometimes. I just put on the soundtrack because it's a good soundtrack of music. We just tuned into the radio station for the Coney Island there in Cincinnati that they play for specifically time. It's all timed to the lights, and it's very positive, inspiring Christmas music with the lights there, and it's just a fun thing. I want to put it like on a loop and just play it in the office, you know, and project it on the wall. We got a little wind here. A little wind makes it. Hey, you like that light show? Thanks for watching it, Cole. Thanks, yeah. Elena, thanks for tuning in. Amuthan, thank you so much. Sharon, yeah. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for tuning in here. Bob, how you doing? Bob's in the Lunch Bunch. Thanks a lot, everybody, for. See, they got a few Christmas lights on these little spindly trees that pop out of the seating wall here, and of course. Oh yeah, Michael, 3 hours to go through Coney. That's why we went there on a Saturday night after Thanksgiving, and we waited 45 minutes to an hour. I know, I've heard, my cousin told me that when it gets crowded, like on weekends like now heading up to the holidays, yeah, people will wait 3 hours, and that's before you get in. It takes you 45 minutes and half an hour to 45 minutes to actually go through the light show. People will wait 3 hours. Traffic will back up into 275 either direction across the Ohio River Bridge there, because Coney Island's on the east side of Cincinnati, where 275 Beltway crosses the Ohio River. And yeah, you got people have to take restroom breaks. They'll sell you concessions when you're just in the car line. It's like you wind through the parking lot back and forth to get into the, and then once you drive through the lights, it's back and forth. And I keep thinking, I'm like, look at all this gas, everybody's just idling, you know. But yeah, it's the way you do it. It's nice. Other cities have similar. Even Chicago. Okay, so not only we got all this stuff in the city that we've been showing. We talked about the botanical gardens. The botanical gardens up there on the North Shore has a wonderful, beautiful light show. I think Cantigny, the people in Chicagoland on the western suburbs, Cantigny, they got all the tanks and stuff out there and the beautiful historic mansions there. They got and the museum, the World War II museums out there. They got a light show at Cantigny on the western suburbs of Chicago. I'm sure there's something on the south suburbs. There's many other communities that have light shows. That's just in Chicagoland, and then every other city's got a light show, their own zoo. Lisa was talking about the Omaha Zoo has a light show. Cincinnati Zoo has a festival of lights. You know. Yeah, I need an electric car. You're right. Yeah. There was a Tesla. There was a Tesla ahead of us that was waiting through that Coney Island lights festival that we were talking about. That's why I filmed it, so you can just watch it virtually, watch it over and over again. That's what I do. There's the Merchandise Mart, Wells Street, and yeah, once a year. Yeah, Glenview has a light show on Willow Road. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, that's yeah, Glenview. Glenview's a nice community. Yeah, let's look back here. Chicago River. Yeah, the sun's trying to come out. That's nice. We got like these thin, wispy clouds. See, people are jogging. Yeah, you got it. Wells Street Bridge. Oh, no. This is, yeah. This is the Wells Street Bridge. This is the one the L goes across. And we might hear it come across here. There's LaSalle. Look at that view, that nice view from the Chicago Riverwalk. Here I'm walking backwards to make sure I don't walk into anybody. We'll head under Wells Street Bridge. There's the Britannica building. And here's the Merchandise Mart. We'll try to sneak into the Merchandise Mart another time. I'll wait a little bit till they forget about me so they don't see me coming, and the security meets me at the door. Says, no filming, sir. It's okay. But we'll see what we can get away with. Curb your dog. So yeah, this is where, if you want to watch, here comes the L. Yeah, right on time. Train spotting, scenes of the city here. Wells Street Bridge in Chicago. That's the brown line heading into the loop. You won't see a purple line this time of the day because it's only express trains in the morning and the evenings, usually for the purple. But there's the Merchandise Mart. See, we can get the full thing in here. If we weren't doing landscape, we wouldn't be able to do it. Oh yeah, they get the rumble of the train, two sounds of the city. Sounds like another one's coming already. Or it's just echoing off the buildings there. And yeah, it can get really loud when my hearing's blown from all the sirens, air brakes of trucks, horns and trains and people yelling. There's always somebody yelling about something. Who's yelling and what for? There's the Merchandise Mart. Yeah, I guess they still do art on the Mart in the holiday times. Here they got a sign that talks about it right here, so we'll show it here. The Season of Light, art on the Mart, projection, analog, School of the Art Institute of Chicago, so they mix it up. So they'll be doing that. They'll be projecting light on the Merchandise Mart. November 16th through December 30th, 7:30 p.m. So if I'm down here in the evening on a warm night, I'll film some of it. We filmed it. I got on YouTube. If you search back on YouTube, we were here in the fall, early fall. It was a warm night, and we filmed some of the psychedelic light display that they had there. It was like counting down the numbers. And look, they got some. Let's go check out those digital screens. It looks like they got some digital screens there at the bottom of the Salesforce Tower. So let's check that out. So I'm glad I saw that. we'll climb up these stairs and I'll cross the river, and hopefully they'll still be projecting. It looks like they got some, you see that at the bottom there of the Salesforce tower? They got some digital displays there, and let's see if we can film it, get closer, and we'll go to that Esplanade. What time we got here? 12:22 in the PM here, Chicago time. We're down here by the Riverwalk, and we'll run over there, check it out. But thanks, Chris and Diana and Sarah, and dealing with the crazy 1,000 people in the live this morning. That's amazing when it gets that high. I'm sure the comments are just flying by. I saw Chris, Chris was like, I almost muted myself. Cracked me up. And you want to laugh, Chris? And this is fine. This doesn't bother me at all. I think it's funny. My cousin, and I need to get you guys my his handle. He's called Street 81. Street 81. That's or Street. No, his name's Street 79. Street 79. That's the year he was born. He's Street 79, and he's a little younger than me. He's the typical person that likes to make snarky comments on social media. He was watching this morning, and he was fine with it. It's no big deal. It's nobody's fault. You guys did the right thing. And I was like, well, what'd you say? He was like, your moderators muted me, and he was just laughing about it. And it was when I was in the middle of Michigan Avenue, and I went, and he was like, get your ass to work, or he said something like that. Well, Diana or Chris or probably somebody saw it, and they were, but he also said, he was like, you're jaywalking, and of course if I would have saw that and I didn't realize it was him, I'd be like, my moderators did the right thing, because they know if I see a comment, I'll start like attacking the person, which like I don't have enough self-control to like just let it go, you know, and I'm learning how to do that. And here but he was just like, but he was still able to watch the live. That's the funny thing. Even if you get muted, you can still watch the live. You know, it teaches him a lesson, you know. He's just like, and he thought he was being funny, but sometimes you never know how it's taken. We can't sense sarcasm, humor. Chris and Sarah and Diana do wonderful jobs. It's a thankless job, so I'm glad you got to do it, you know. Or I'm glad that you do it. I don't think I could do it. Gets old. But here, let's check out this. Yeah, they got some flowers. They got some time lapse. There's the green line heading across the way there. We through the trees here. I don't know if you can see it here. I'm missing comments here. Cole, Zafar, how you doing? Zafar, yeah, Uzbekistan. Zafar, thanks for tuning in from Uzbekistan. I didn't see that. I was talking about my cousin there. Thanks a lot, Cole. Yeah, I know, it's hard. It's hard with... And what cracks me up, my cousin was cool about it. He was just laughing about it. He's like, yeah, I got muted. I'm like, yeah, it happens, you know. So what? Watch the next one. And but some people, they'll find me. He's filming the same thing. He's like going to film these flowers here. It's nice. People will find me there. How dare you mute me? I'm like, you only were temporary for, you can just come. What did you? I'm like, what did you say? You know. And of course, according to them, they're the funniest person on earth. And like, I didn't think that was funny. Try it yourself, you know. Here's yeah, they got these digital screens here. So this is the Salesforce Tower. Welcome to Chicago. Thanks for tuning in from Uzbekistan. That is awesome. And see how we're all connected here throughout the world, even on YouTube. And there, yeah, this is, look, there's the Sears Tower, the Willis Tower. That's the tallest building in Chicago. And this is the Chicago River. Look at the train. There's one of our trains going across the Wells Street Bridge, our passenger trains. And we're at the confluence of the North and South Branch of the Chicago River. We recently built these buildings here, and they got these, look at these flower displays here, the flowers opening and closing. I guess this might be semi-permanent. They got these digital, it's just like what we saw in the Prudential building. They got in the lobbies of their building, they got digital displays, and they're just, look at these yellow and blue flowers. And I wonder if I can go inside here. I might be able to go inside here. I've never been inside the Salesforce Tower. There's let's give this a try. See how they got this nice little plaza here. We'll see if they tell me to stop filming. I'll be like, I just want to film your beautiful digital artwork here, and we'll see. This should be public. I can get warmed up for a second. Maybe let's see if they let me film in here. Hold on a second. I'm taking off the gloves here. But here, welcome to Chicago. See, they called this Wolf Point. We're just doing our lunch walk here. Salesforce, and of course, there's a Salesforce tower in San Francisco and other cities. Look at I'll film the. Yeah, they got some holiday displays here. Yeah. Is it fine if I film the digital wall here? No, I'm just walking by. So this is not public, isn't it? Okay. So I can film it from the outside? Okay, good. I just want to film these nice displays, and I wanted to promote your building, but is that okay? I just wanted to show this, yeah. Good. All right. Thank you. So, yeah, see, security stopped me right away. I figured this. It shows you the demarcation between corporate space, which is not public space. And you see why I always rail about, we talk about our freedoms in America, and corporations are a government unto themselves. That has to do with property rights. That's the demarcation of property rights. That there's this little thing. We're in the public space, even though they own this plaza. And like the merchandise mart is funny because they build an esplanade, and technically they own that property, and they can escort you off their property. You have to go to the sidewalk. And so I'm always testing. I'm not the same as a First Amendment guy that's like shoving the camera and filming the police and being adversarial. I don't do that. I respect the police, and I know they got a tough job as much as I can. I know I don't want police to abuse their power either. Believe me, I'm a hippie. I know what it's like, unlawful search and seizures. I know about that. Being, I've been a casualty of the drug wars that used to exist in this country that thankfully are, but then, it goes back and forth. The line ebbs and flows. But it's good. Yeah, there's a lot of jobs in security, corporate security. If you want a nice job, you can get a job working corporate security for one of these things. But most, they deal with homeless people trying to sleep in there on the chairs, just like hotels. You can imagine what they deal with in this city. But I'm respectful. I'm testing the limits of the demarcation between corporate and public space, because I see us losing, things that they wouldn't. And it's because before live streaming, they didn't have to deal with this, and they're just worried about lawsuits. They're worried about me, like, they don't know what my intentions are. They don't know if I'm like protesting Salesforce, but here we'll walk down here while we're out here. And I'm missing comments here. Let me see here. Hey, it's cool doors. Yeah, stop and smell the flowers. That's what we were trying to do. See the metro trains moving over there. There's the metro heading into Ogilvy. Here's this former cold storage building that's now housing. Here's the bridge that's in the upright position. That's the Kinsey Street Bridge here. Eventually you'll be able to walk right over there. They're still working on this side of the building. They've been working on this side of the building for months now, and I don't know why they've been working on it so long, but I guess there's still something they're doing here with the glass on this. This is a residential building on this side. But see, it's hard to look with the sun. We're looking towards the sun here. This is the north branch of the Chicago River. But here's that great view and this bridge, they leave it in the upright position. It still works. It's a railroad bridge. They just leave it up so they don't have to close and open it so many times. And yeah, I try to just like, oh, I made a mistake. I act like I don't know what I'm doing, which is pretty much true. There you can see the merchandise mart. But here, we'll go around. At least we can get down to, they got a nice esplanade down here that they added. It's an extension of the Riverwalk, but it's on the north side of the river. And we can get good view. See, there's the train. There's the pink line heading across there. You see through the columns there. And it's always funny, security is amazing. They see you coming through the door because they were watching me film from the outside, and they were like waiting for me to, as soon as I crossed that door, they found me, and they're doing their job. They're doing a good job protecting the interests of the billionaires that own that property. Working for the man. I work for the man too. We need a paying client, and usually it's a corporation. But there's Salesforce. The force is with you. There's the Lake Street Bridge. We're looking, that's the south branch. So the river flows that way. It flows out of the lake down the south branch, and the north branch goes that way too. It doesn't even flow into the river. They got this nice seating wall, and I wonder what this looks like at night. They got this lighting. And then we've gone across there to the Calatrava corkscrew red thing, and oh yeah, I don't argue. You're right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Why do I know we live in a society where everything must be a confrontation. Everybody must be right and film it and act like they're self-righteous, and I get tired of that too. You know, so many of the road rage incidents and the escalation of violence between, you know, police and people. If people would just be like, hey, you know, let's get through this, let's exchange insurance, you know, but everybody has to be like, teach everybody a lesson. You know, I was right. You know, this Karen stuff gets old too. You know, it's just like, you know, people feel like they're so righteous and shaming a Karen. Well, they're acting like a Karen too in their own way by being so anal retentive. But
good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Unfortunately, there is no relieving your dog in the dog park. Can you please pick up behind your dog as well?
Hey.
Sir, you were on camera. Can you please pick up behind your dog as well? There is no relieving your dog in the park.
Did you hear that? There was just a public service announcement. Someone they announced. They said that someone needs to pick up after their dog. So I don't think it's this person. I think someone was up there, and someone, you know, the dog made a do, and they didn't pick up after their dog. So they made an announcement. They said, please clean up after your dog. Isn't that amazing that they they made an announcement? But that's great here. Thanks for tuning in here. Welcome to Chicago. Yeah, the addiction to conflict is not healthy for our society. I agree. If social media could somehow find a way not to promote that stuff, but see, I think social media is complicit in making the problem worse. Here's why. Social media allows those videos to go viral because they want to sell advertising. And so they're selling advertising off of these videos that are making us more anxious, like car wrecks. I'm just shocked that they allow videos of people dying, and children are watching this, you know, and, you know, maybe they slip through the cracks. I get, you know, they monitor sexual content. I get that's a positive, but, you know, their algorithm can't stop disturbing videos, and sometimes it seems like they promote this stuff that is leading to the increase in anxiety in our society, and it actually like feeds upon itself. Like other people, I'll give you another example. I don't know if you've seen, there was a tragic house explosion in Arlington, Virginia, where a house, I don't know if it was a meth lab, the police running outside the house blew up when they were trying to serve a warrant or something like that. Now here's where I'm going with this. Someone from Chicago that makes money off of promoting bad content about Chicago, about how horrible Chicago is and how violent it is, they use that video and they put something like Chicago house explodes, and it wasn't in Chicago. And then I went and read the comments, hoping to find, here goes a guy on a scooter, that's nice, hoping to find someone correcting them in the comments. And I went through about 100 comments before someone finally said, this didn't happen in Chicago, this happening in Arlington, Virginia. Don't say this happened in Chicago, because it didn't. But most of the videos before that were making fun of Chicago because they thought the house exploded in Chicago. That shows you how much misinformation's on the internet and how easy it is. And someone who posted that video is making money off of all the engagement, people's likes. The social media company is selling advertisement off of that misinformation. Do they really care? I don't know. If they, you know, who knows if they care or not? You know, it's all about the bottom line, you know. And we learned after Cambridge Analytica that they'll sell our information to political parties without conscience, you know. And that was Facebook. But it's not just Facebook. YouTube does it, and certainly TikTok does it. And we all know this. But hey, thanks, you're the smart audience, you get this. Thanks for listening, and yeah. You're right. I agree with your statement, Shannon. That's why I'm like the same thing. I'm like, you know, That's why it cracks me up. People will be like, Chicago's horrible. How can you stand? I said, why are you watching the video? They're like, this is fake. They're like, this is computer generated. This can't be the same Chicago that we see, you know, because, you know, they're confused. You know, the cognitive dissonance where you see there is a violent side of Chicago. It's dangerous. I don't recommend anybody that feels unsafe, doesn't like urban areas, don't come here if you don't want to. It doesn't, you won't offend me. But, you know, if you're willing to take the risk, just like going to New York, it can be rewarding. There's risk to everything. But, you know, you guys, I just didn't realize until I started live streaming so much that there was so much misinformation and anxiety out there, because I deal with it every day. My moderators deal with it in the comments, you know, and, you know, from me just simply walking in the underground streets underneath Michigan and Wacker, people are like, this is computer simulation, this is not real, because they don't want to believe it, you know. And I'm like, you know, I don't know. It is a great view to the Sears Tower again. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Scenes of the city here in Chicago. And yeah, we checked out those flowers over there. We gave it a try. There's the nice Wacker Drive makes the bend around there, and that's Franklin looking south. And here we'll head back to. Let's see. Let's cross over here. Let's head back a different way. What time we got here? 12:38. Yeah, let's head into the loop a little bit. Let's see something different. Mona, how's it going? Honor your cuss. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Who's honking? Can't be honking at me. Let's get in a road rage incident. How dare you honk at me? You disrespected me. Let's get in a fight. I'll break your windshield. That's usually how these things escalate. You know, it's just like motorcycles. You know, it's hard to ride a motorcycle, but some of the motorcycles make it bad for other because they ride recklessly, and then people are like, let's get that motorcycle. You know, look at this nice view to the Sears Tower. Hot tubs. There's hot tubs in the river. Where's the hot tubs? Did I miss it? Yeah, I want to film the hot tubs. Let me know where they're at, and I'll film them. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Thanks, Shannon, for being on the live. Everybody else, did I miss anybody? Krista, yeah, Mike, Merck, yeah. I know. That was a good comment, Merck. Let's go back to Merck's comment here. So Merck said several channels here on YouTube show how bad cities like. Commentators like to say it's because of Democrats when videos of rural Republican areas are shown. Those same critics go silent. Yeah, and it shows you how it's being used for political reasons. I agree with you in this way. I know that it's used as a wedge. They want to prove that democratically run large cities are crime-ridden headholes because of Democratic policies. And it's also interesting that New York and Chicago have African-American mayors, and it ties it with the lax policing policies, you know, and the soft on crime perception of the prosecutors, and they have their points there. The pendulum has swung too far, perhaps. I don't know. I'm more comfortable talking about political issues on YouTube than TikTok. I would try not to subjugate my great moderators to having this discussion on TikTok, because it would quickly spiral into political slogans, you know. But yeah, that there's something to it. There's a political motivation. They want to prove that, you know. But yet there's crime in other cities. I remind there's crime in Houston, even though it's run by a Democratic mayor too. There's the pink line. There's crime in Cincinnati. There's crime in all urban areas, all large urban areas in America. We got a crime issue in America, and that's what they want to blame. One side wants to blame it on the other when both sides bear responsibility and don't have a complete solution, you know. And I often get questions. It would frustrate me. They're like, "You must be carrying a weapon." I'm like, you know, they're trying to make a point there. Like I'm like a samurai walking down here looking for a conflict, you know, some like protector of society. I'm like, come on, I'm just a guy walking down the street. I'm a hippie. You know, you can walk down these streets without a weapon. Just have street smarts. Come on, you know. And then it leads to this whole Second Amendment debate, and we can't even have that debate on TikTok because They'll ban my account for promoting violence by just talking about it, and yet they're allowed to, with impunity, make false statements in the comments, and they'll do nothing about that. But we'll get off of this. We'll look at that. We got some. I bet that looks nice at night. But here we'll leave this scene of the Sears Tower here, and we'll head down, right down Franklin. Or no, Roosevelt. We were on Franklin. We'll head straight back Randolph Street. We'll head back Randolph Street and go past the theater district here in Chicago. So thanks for tuning in. We're having a good discussion here, and good intelligent discussion. That's what I had hoped to do with stuff like on this forum. We could talk about urban issues and culture and how it all intersects, you know. Yeah, thanks for the live here. Let's see, I'm missing more comments here. Yeah, Death Wish. I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Samurai Hippie. Yeah, I'll kill them with kindness. Yeah, that doesn't work. It just makes them more angry. What are you so happy about? They'll be angry because I'm happy. You know, you can't be happy. You must be miserable all the time, like us. You must be miserable like a troll. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Scenes of the city here. Maybe we'll get another L train coming by here. We're going by Wells here at Randolph. We'll go by the Palace Theater. Somebody lost their clothes. There it comes, yeah. So here, we'll get across the street here. I can film the cell here. L train. Look at that. Right above us. Right above us. That's a short pink line. It's only 4 cars. It'll make a corner there. It'll go out, start heading out west. There's the Palace Theater. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to, what is this? Yeah, the Hotel Allegro. This has always been a hotel. It's changed names a few times. And the Palace Theater. And look at this beautiful facade here. We got this entry. You can see this building from the L. And hey, they're doing a revival of The Wiz. The Wiz there at the Cadillac Theater. I think that's what's playing right now until December 10th. They're playing The Wiz there. Pre-Broadway premiere. Pre-Broadway premiere of The Wiz. I guess they're bringing it back. And Hotel Allegro. Look, Secretary of State Police. Secretary of State Police. That's interesting. I bet you all these are police vehicles. These are like undercover ones. And we're gonna head by City Hall here. The City Hall, Cook County building right here. There goes another. There's the orange line heading north there. It shows you how one train right behind the other, how busy the loop train traffic is all throughout the day. And look at this beautiful scene here. We got looking down LaSalle Street. We'll cross LaSalle and get this beautiful view to the Board of Trade here. There's the Cadillac Palace Theater with the L going by. And look, we'll get this great vista looking south to the terminus of LaSalle Street, where the Chicago Board of Trade is. Let me zoom in just a little bit here. There we go, look at that. So here we got the light here, so this will be nice. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Chicago. We're looking straight south here on LaSalle Street. There you get the camera straight. There we go. There's the Board of Trade looking nice. All the financial high rises here on LaSalle. And let me stop here and pan back out. Yeah, he's down the road. He's on down the road here. Look at that. Here's Betty Boop. So there's the Thompson Center. We got a video where we went inside there. I wanted to film it before they start messing with that building. I know Google has an option to possibly demolish it. And I think they would just they wouldn't demolish the entire structure. It just has to do with that atrium. That atrium has problems. Helman Jan designed this. We all talked about this. But yeah, there's when the Chicago Architectural Biennial started, we went inside there. and viewed it from the inside, so you can check that out in the reruns there on YouTube. And here's the wreath on the City Hall building. Look at those columns. Columns of government, county building. And we don't often film this building. There's this building. I got to get the name of this building. I think it's just the address here. It's at Clark and Randolph. There's the Thompson Center. And there's is that the R.R. Donnelly building there? Yeah. I always get the Leo Burnett and the R.R. Donnelly mixed up. They're both marketing, advertising, right there on the river there. Hey, well, we might as well, since we're so close. I didn't intend to do this. We'll cruise through the backside of the Kris Kringle because we're right here at Dealey Plaza. We'll get as many highlights as we can in this video. And am we still streaming okay? Good. Here's the looking south on Clark Street. This is the columns of the Cook County City Hall building. Remember the Blues Brothers? They ended up wrecking the Bluesmobile right there and ran up to pay their tax bill for the Penguin. There's the Thompson Center. It's hard to get the whole thing in there. It's such a big building. But here we'll cruise by the Kris Kringle Market. I'm just going to walk from one side to the other. I'm not going to linger because I got to start heading back to work here. And there, of course, is the Dealey Center. So, Kris Kringle Market, since 1996, they've been doing this in Dealey Plaza, Chicago. They got the Pedway entrance closed. I don't know why. I think that was before this. And we'll follow these police officers and we'll head right into the... Hey, look at the bottom of the City Hall there. We'll head right into the Kris Kringle Market here. And look, immediately, this is always crowded. Every time we come here, no matter how empty it is or cold it is in the street, there's always crowds of people. All times of the day this is open, you know, checking out the Kris Kringle Market here. And thanks everybody for staying on here. Hey, we got over 50 people. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Chicago. We're at the Kris Kringle Market here, Dealey Plaza, Chicago, just checking out the shops here. And yeah, we got gifts from Germany, handicrafts. Look at all this stuff. It's an amazing amount of stuff that exists in the world that you can buy. Hand carved wood carvings, all kinds of animals, and get your schnitzel and potato pancakes, pretzels, gluten wine and beer. You got nice Christmas sweaters, and you can just stand out here and have your food. You got cuckoo clocks. We've shown this. And there's the Picasso. Yeah, it's gorgeous at night. You're right. We got TikToks on it at night. We've been here at night. It really shines with the lights, and the city looks nice at night. State Street looks nice, and Dearborn and Dealey Plaza and Kris Kringle Market. See, there's the Grand Timber House. We'll stay outside. We've been in there before. Donnerman. Hot chocolate, hot cider, gluten wine and beer. They got that Picasso. Curry sausage. Get your mugs, pierogies. Yeah. They shot a film without telling anybody. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. That's the best way to do it. Just surprise everybody at the premiere. Personalized engravings, glass ornaments. Kathy Wolfhart's here. All kinds of ornaments and German grill. Look at that food. Bratwurst, Frankfurters, Bavarian Weisselwurst. And strudel. Get some strudel. Yeah. Fresh, hot Austrian strudel. Some like it hot. Yeah. You got Kathy Wolfhart. Get your photo booth. Take your photo with the Christmas Queen there. And so we'll get out of here. I'm already. It's so crowded. You know, look at that. You got some ice cream on a stick. You see that? Yeah, Kris Kringle Market here, Chicago. Here's the nativity scene. Yeah. Got the camels, and we'll head out here. So what time we got? 1251. How's it going? How you doing? And biggest selection of German glass ornaments right there, Kathy. Oh, that's a different one. That's a different one. Look, they got like a Christmas tree teepee over here. I wonder what this is. Yeah. Yeah, they use the parking for the police. You're right. They were saving spots. What is this? Let's see. This wasn't here before. It's just like this little enclosed Christmas tree. Can you go inside of here? Yeah, I won't mess with it. But I guess they just got. I think it's just decorations for the Daily Center there. So here we'll head right back Randolph, and we'll head right back to State Street, Michigan Avenue. We got 1252. So I'll get across the street. We'll go by the Nederlanders. We always do, but we're heading this way this time instead of going the opposite way. The Goodman Theater's over there. Am I zoomed out all the way here? Hold on a second here. There we go. Good. Oh, the strudel is delicious. Yeah, you got to try the strudel. And it looks cool at night. All this stuff looks better at night. If you missed it, I got both TikToks and YouTubes where we walk through there at night. Check out the Kris Kringle Market, and we'll continue to post more. But yeah, usually I come by here in the lunchtime, and but it's crowded every time we come. And we were able to stream. Look, there's a line. There's a line of people going to go into the Nederlander there. Look, you see across the way there. I guess they're doing maybe a Hamilton show in the middle of the day there. I don't know what's going on. Hey, that's the first time I've seen a crowd of people in the middle of the day heading into the Nederlander Theater there. So let's see what's going on here. And you see the marquee up there. Box office, I don't know. No, they're going into a show. And there's the Blick, but yeah, there's a good crowd gathered outside the Nederlander there. And we'll head over to State Street. Yeah, the dogs. We're going by block 37 here. Here we got the light here, so we'll rush to get across State Street so I can show you the Macy's. And well, maybe we'll stay on this side. I want to show the Chicago Theater marquee as we go by here, so we'll just show the they got the drummers. Here's the whole well, let's do cross this way. We'll go this way. We'll cross State Street here, looking south. It's getting there. Even block 37's looking nice. The L's going by, like both directions. The L's going by there on Wabash. Chicago Theater's right up there, so we'll head up that way. But here's the window displays here. Macy's, Marshall Fields. A lot of people are sitting outside here. There's the clock. Beautiful clock here. Macy's, the former Marshall Fields here, and we'll head right underneath the Chicago Theater sign here, heading north on State Street. And usually we film it from across the street, but there's that truck's in the way. It's always a truck in the median there, like blocking the nice shot. But here, look, the Nederlander's looking nice. That's Randolph here. We're at Randolph and State, heading north on State Street. The Honor Society, the Hamilton, that's what it is. Thank you. Thanks, Be Creative, for the good information. So Be Creative says one of her daughter's teachers was taking the Honor Society and the AP kids to see Hamilton today. Yeah, it looks like a matinee show, and that's what I thought. They're having a matinee show for Hamilton. What a great educational opportunity for the kids there, and that's nice. Yeah, 1:30. Yeah, who's seen Hamilton? Everybody's seen Hamilton, the great musical. It's been around for what, 15 years, it seems like, 10 years at least. They used to have the big Hamilton experience out there at Northerly Island, but they took it down, and then they brought it back for a revival. It's how popular the musical is. So this was the night before Cirque du Soleil. Look, December 7th to 28th, almost the whole month of December, the Cirque du Soleil is at the Chicago Theater. So if you want to see the Cirque du Soleil, downtown Chicago, now's your chance. And there they got some, it's sideways. Maybe they got for some reason, the orientation of the advertisement's messed up there, but that's okay. There's the Torture Museum still here. And look, here's a prime real estate. You can have a real estate right next to the Chicago Theater and be in between the Torture Museum and the Chicago Theater. Is the subway. And we're at Lake and State. We'll make a right here past the Chick-fil-A. And we'll head back over to Michigan Avenue here. What's going on? There, Cesar's Tacos. Cesar's Tacos is always parked there. Lunchtime here. We'll go. Something for everybody. You got it. Yeah, the Chicago sign's great. That's why I made a point to walk past it there so people would see where we were at. And then Cirque du Soleil, they're going to be playing there the next several weeks there, so you can look into that. And Hamilton, it was nice to see all those people lined up to see Hamilton at the Nederlander Theater there on Randolph. We're underneath the L tracks here on Lake Street. This is Lake and Wabash where the L makes the sharp bend there. And Harold Washington College is across the way there. And we're just heading back to Michigan Avenue. And we'll wrap this up. We got 12:58, so we're not doing too bad on time. How's it going? How you doing? And there comes the L. So we'll get this nice scene of the L making this bend here. We'll be right underneath it. Yeah, I'm filming for YouTube. I'm filming live streaming for YouTube. How's it going, sir? I'm just filming walking through the streets. Brian Really Chicago. Check me out, please. Thank you. We'll see. Oh, that's pulling into the station here, so we'll wait a little bit. Maybe we'll get across the street here. And here we go. We'll cross the street here. Lake and Wabash. People get freaked out when they see me live streaming. We're in the public. There's cameras everywhere, but they're worried about me. They think I work for the police. The last thing I would do is work for the police. It's because I have a blue coat. It's just a blue Columbia jacket. But here, we'll get the L going by here. And I understand, I don't like cameras either. You know, and it's ironic that I'm on filming all the time here. I know. I'm a hypocrite. But I admit it. Here's the L going by. I always remember the time when I got off the Howard stop there on the red line. And there was a guy, like where he's at, he was about 50 feet away from me. And I'm just coming down the stairs, and I got out of the station, and I was going to walk down Howard to the Best Buy to buy a gimbal. And he was on a scooter. He comes flying towards me, and he goes, "Are you filming me?" And he kept coming towards me, and I'm trying to get away. I'm like, I turned the camera, I'm like, "No, I'm not filming." He bumped my shoulder. He actually like touched me. And he goes, "Don't film me, you can't film." I said, "Dude, we're in a public street." I said, and his friend was there. His friend came out, so they were running that corner, and they were doing something. They didn't want me filming there for some reason. And I just walked into it. You know, this could happen at any train station. And his friend helped me out. He goes, "Oh, he's vlogging." And it's all being recorded. You know, you can go back and look at the rerun. And I'm like, "Sir, I'm in a public street here. You're allowed." He goes, "You're not allowed to film the public." I'm like, "You don't know the law. You know, if you're in the public street, anybody can film you. You can film them. Just like if you need to, for your own protection, if someone's attacking you, you could film them, including the police. You're allowed to film the police. They're allowed to film you, you know." And I remember walking in Lollapalooza. We're out in the street. Women are dressed very skimpily. I felt like a dirty old man because I am a dirty old man. I'm in my late 40s. And these scantily clad women are going into Lollapalooza. They were like, "You can't film us." I said, sorry to burst your bubble. I'm filming everybody. I'm not filming this to film you and your skimpy outfit. I'm filming people going to Lollapalooza. They said, "You can't film us." I said, "You wore this. You're walking down the street wearing this. You don't care if anybody," but you know, I understand. We're all paranoid because you never know how a video can be used. And a lot of creepy men are out there filming people, zooming into their backside when they're walking. I know, I get it. You know, that's not me. You know, you can watch my videos. I try to turn the camera if people don't want to be filmed, you know, but hey, thanks for tuning in here. It's always something. It's like, why is it worth it? It's worth it, you know. But hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm going to wrap this up. We'll be on TikTok tonight. We'll film the nice Christmas lights on Michigan Avenue as usual. That's it. The guilty barked the loudest. Yeah. He was worried about something. He was wearing a mask too. You couldn't even see his face. He was wearing a mask. And so, yeah, there was, you know, State and Lake, there's always something going on by that red line station. People know it. The one at Grand and the red line stop at Grand and State is even worse. You know, there's always something going on. I've seen people yell and give signals and stuff's always going on. But hey, welcome to Chicago. Thanks. But tonight we'll be on YouTube and we'll try to get to that rooftop there. I don't know if we'll get outside on the rooftop because Jen says it's closed, but we'll give it a try. We'll meet up with Jeremy. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Have a great Wednesday, hump day, and we'll catch you later. Sorry if I missed anybody's comments. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll do this again on TikTok tonight and keep this show on the road. Yeah, make peace, not love. Make peace, not make love, not war. Have a great day, everybody. I'll talk to you later from Chicago. Have a great day. Yeah, we'll be safe. Thanks, Honor Kev. Talk to you later. Hey, thanks. Be creative. Thanks for the good information about Hamilton. Yeah. Okay, talk to you later.